Hey guys, good evening to all of you. So this will be a two-part series. First part will be in this channel. The second part will be an hour after this in my second channel. But for this video, I want to talk about stocks that you guys requested massively over the past few days and stocks that have moved up relatively to where they were at the start of the year. And I'd like to put it in a term that they have extended their uptrends also for the year. Anyways, I want to talk about DITO, I want to talk about MM, I want to talk about ACEN, and I want to talk about AREIT. On top of that, also, I want to analyze the PSEI. For the next video, we're going to talk about how do you trade dividend stocks. So I'm going to rank the stocks that has given the highest amount of dividends from my previous channel, previous videos, and then we're just going to look at it from the lens of technical analysis. So I want to start off with the PSEI, giving you context also that the PSEI closed at 7,122. So we are still above the 7,000 level, but the PSEI closed 1.14% down, down 82.13 points for the day. That being said, this is how the charts look like, particularly for the PSEI. It's very, very clear that the resistance right here at the 7,307 mark reiterated itself. As you can see right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days trying to break past it, but it did not happen. Then you're seeing it now 1, 2, 3, 4 days starting to push at a lower pace as well. So that being said, if I zoom out here, this is how it looks like from the drop in March here, right here. So if you project this, also this is how the progression is. This is the massive uptrend. This is the massive support. So this is still currently holding. But if you'll allow me to plot this all together, you will also see this, that the upward push that started last October 21, coming from the bounce of this particular support line based on today's data, is now particularly broken. So two particular signals for the PSEI. One is its failure to break out from the 7,307 resistance. And that is what we saw. That's an evidence, or that's something that we saw over the past few days, that it did not break out from that particular level. Then followed by this particular upward trending line right here. That, as you can see from today, we saw the PSEI even dip to 7,058. But that being said, as it closed higher to 7,122, it was not enough to bring it above here. So that being said, also, I just want to note that from where the PSEI is right now, it's still relatively close to the index. So if I'll put like a short-term support and resistance right here, you can put this 7,040, then another one at the 6,736 level. So you can see this intraday. We saw the PSEI dip to 7,058, which was very, very close to the 7,040 support level. So there was buying today as close as it can be to the 7,040 level, and that's why we saw it adjust and push up further. So tomorrow is the last trading day of the year. If we are continually seeing the bounce from the 7,040 level, then you may see it attack this particular resistance. But looking at it from a short-term perspective, your support is at 7,040, your resistance is at the 7,307 level. So 7,040 support, 7,307 resistance. And the October 19 uptrend, based on what we're seeing today, is broken. What's left right now is the major main uptrend that started March 2020. So that's where we are from the index perspective. Short term, it's consolidating 7,040 support, 7,307 resistance. Now I want to look at ACEN. This is where ACEN is. Again, large, massive stride for today. No, very, very interesting movement. ACEN value turnover is 535 million, 8.82% up, closed at 8.02 from the last trading day of 7.37. So again, from a candlestick perspective, large green candle. Then, if you notice it here, it broke past this resistance and it tried to consolidate for a bit. Now, this was its consolidation point, 5.84 to 6.6. So I just want to note this, guys, that for ACEN, your short-term support right now is at the 6.6 level. Should there be any selling that could possibly happen, you may see it retrace somewhere here. And I guess the next thing that you need to watch out for is if this 6.6 level will hold, because if that 6.6 level will hold, then uh, a general push upward would still be relevant. After all, it consolidated for almost a month from the 5.84 level to around December 18, where it started to break out past the 6.6 level. But that being said, I'll project this other trend line here. This is your second upward trending line. This is your second trend line that started to push up. So this currently right now is still holding. So I repeat, your first upward trending line that started September is still pushing up. It's still there. Your second one, which started the second week of November, is also there. It's also there as well. That being said, both trend lines have not reversed. Both trend lines are not yet broken. Both trend lines are still picking up. And still continuously pushing upward. Anyways, from a support and resistance perspective, please watch out for the 6.6 level. If this continues to hold, then we could see a bigger push still for ACEN over the next, at least for the short term. So, key trend to look at is this one. If this continues to hold, then well and good. Another possible scenario, by the way, is if it goes here and then it starts to push up again, then the bounce from this particular trend line, we may see ACEN push above the 8 peso mark. So key support levels to watch out for: 6.6, this upward trending line, then the 5.84 support level. Comment below if you're learning. Comment if this is something that is helping you and giving you tremendous value. By the way, I forgot to mention this, that in any aspect that we start to talk about this, please do note that never buy, sell, hold a stock just because we talk about it here in YouTube. Please analyze it from from the lens, that you need to do your own due diligence. You need to do your own research. You need to invest, or at least you need to know what you're getting into before you start to come in. You need to analyze it from, hey, I think I know what I'm buying already. Hey, I think I know what I'm studying already, and that's why I'm deploying capital with it. Just because I discuss it here, please do not transact and buy just because of that. It has to be you to do your own due diligence. It has to be you to do your own research, because it's your money and it's your responsibility. Anyways, let's continue. After after ACEN, I want to talk about MM. MM also looks like this. So this is its main upward push, no? So if you project it even from the start, if you project this uptrend right even from here, so this main upward trending push is still alive. It's still pushing up. For those who are riding this particular trend, it has not shown any signs yet that the trend, or at least this particular trend line, is reversing. It has not shown us any indication yet also that it's broken as of this point in time. But I want to plot this naman. Plotting this trend line that started around the third week of October. What's so interesting though is the shorter trend line, similar to what we're seeing also, I guess, from the PSEI. This is already broken as we start to see Mary Mart start to consolidate. What's its consolidation range? You have a support right here at the 5773 mark, and then you have a resistance right here at the 6.41 mark. So, guys, please do note this, and this is how we will segment this. Main upward trending line is still intact. The uptrend that started in the middle, or at least the third or fourth week of October, is broken, brought about by this December 9 downward push. And but because of that, it reiterated that right now we are seeing Mary Mart starting to consolidate from a 5.77 support to a 6.44, 6.41 resistance. So for those who want to trade this range, this is its particular trading range: 11.3%, 5.77 support, 6.41 resistance. So that's where we are right now. That's its particular push, and that's its particular narrative. So upward trending line, Mary Mart, those who came in June, July, it's still pushing up, no sell signal yet. Those who came in from October, end of October, the upward trending line there is broken. So for trend followers using that, it should have been a sell signal already. For quick traders, 5.77 support, 6.41 resistance. Anyways, let's continue. So we talked about PSEI, we talked about ACEN, and we talked about MM. I want to talk about AREIT. This is how AREIT would look like. By the way, for those who saw it already, we have the CEO of AREIT joining us in the podcast tomorrow and on for 2 straight days. So basically, if it's Monday today, it's coming out Tuesday and Wednesday. So for AREIT, this is how it looks like. Its main uptrend started August. By the time it dropped, bottomed out, started to push up. Then for those who've been following this, no, this is its very thin consolidation range. After that, it started to break out. It started to create its own upward trending line as well. So that being said, I'll try to connect this naman altogether. This is its shorter upward trending line. So similar to the PSEI hit a resistance, started to drop, but it broke the trend line. MM in the same way, uptrend, failed to break the resistance, now is starting to consolidate. For AREIT, we have this. Main resistance right now for AREIT is around the 30 30 peso level for that particular accord. And if you look at it here, one, so December 22 tried to dip and tried to go below this trend line, did not happen. December 23 tried to dip, tried to go below the trend line, but it started to push up again. Then today, December 28, 2020, went below the trend line, but buying pushed the stock further up. So possible narrative, if this reiterates itself as a good trend line support, we could see AREIT attack this particular level up. But that being said, if this is broken, um, possible support levels are here. You have a short one here also. So should it consolidate, move sideways, possible progression for a shorter range would be 30 resistance, 29 support. So with that scenario, this is how it could possibly go. So that's it with that scenario. However, for example, the 29 peso mark really does not reiterate itself as a support, and we see it start to go down, that would actually mean that this uptrend already from November would also be broken. So the possible notion for this is it would go here, and this would be its next consolidation range. So it would be a larger, I guess it would be a larger channel, but since it's a larger channel, the gains would be much bigger. But the waiting time also for it to hit the support to the resistance and resistance to support would be relatively longer. So this is at 8.9 mark. So for those who are following this particular upward push that started at the start of November, which is giving you right now, no, as of the time that this video is being recorded, around 16.2%. If this gets broken, that could trigger already a take profit signal for all of you. Now, for this particular trend line, there's still no reversal signal. So what we're seeing right now is a reversal of signals or a reversal of uptrends for MM and for AREIT, or at least for MM and the PSEI, from their shorter upward trending pushes, but their main upward trending push is still pretty much intact. So that's what we've discussed. I think nalito tuloy ako. I think we've talked about ACEN also. So for ACEN, the difference is this is the trend line that you're respecting. So PSEI, MM, basag yung second upward trending line, but the main trend line is there. For ACEN and for AREIT, the main upward trending line is there. The second trend line, it's still holding as of the time this video is being created. Lastly, let's talk about DITO. For DITO, this is how it looks. By the way, before I analyze DITO, those who requested about the technical analysis sessions, we're doing a Stock Smarts technical analysis small group class happening this January 2021. End of January. Link is in the description below for those who want to attend. But we just have a few slots left because it's only a small class due to the fact that there's social distancing and due to the fact that the hotel can only put one person per table. So it will be a very small class. So link is in the description below for the classes, the seminars, the books, and all of our other videos. And for those who want to reach me, comment section, IGDM, or Patreon, you can all send messages to me that way. So let me put this to a close. For DITO, this is how it looks. If you try to look at it from a particular perspective, the main uptrend, similar to MM, ACEN, AREIT, and the PSCI, is intact. The second uptrend, similar to ACEN and AREIT, is also intact. But what's interesting, so just to give you a narrative, um, for trend followers, those that came in from March, no sell signal. Those who came in from September, the trend is also intact. For quick traders naman, we noted this in the previous video that we have a resistance here at the 8.49 level, which was successfully broken. And that's why with large amounts of volume, please do note no for DITO, value turnover 40 days 1.37 billion, uh, closed at 9.81. It's up 12.76% from where it was at 8.7 from the last trading day. So very, very interesting, large push. 8.49 right now is the new support level. And as you can see it right here, from the data points that I have, there's no resistance yet, at least from the measurement of the charts that I am looking at. Please also note that I mentioned this in the previous video that DITO used to be ISM. So prior to it from being DITO, the chart or the prices that we have is its movement being ISM. Anyways, so as of now, for quick traders, what we do know is it broke out from 8.49. The new support right now is 8.49, and we don't have a current resistance yet. So even if I add a 20-day moving average, there's still no sell signal as of now. Even if I put in MACD, there's no, it's not showing us any sell signal. If I try to put in at least even Bollinger Bands up to now also, it's showing us more bullish strides and also no sell signal. If I'll put in if I put in the ADX, it's also showing us the same thing: bullish pattern, bullish formation, with momentum upward. Also, if I'll put parabolic SAR for those who attended our Stock Smart sessions, it's also not yet showing us any signals of reversal. So there. Allow me to update you should there be any resistance that's forming for DITO. Allow me to update you also how the uptrend will continue to perform for ACEN and AREIT. Then for the PSEI and MM that's consolidating, I'll keep you updated so far also on its movement and its movement on the range. So yun, I hope you guys got a lot from this. I hope that this is something that was insightful and this was something that is massively helping you. Comment below if you're learning and comment if you stayed up until the end of the video. And I guess that's it for now. Comment below what your learnings are. If you guys have other stocks that you guys want me to analyze for the next set of videos, which will come out on the second channel, put them in the comment section below and I'll gladly make those videos for you. But for sure, stay tuned. An hour after this video is out, we have a second video coming out in my second channel, Stock Investing Made Easy. So I guess that's it for now. This is Marvin Germo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.